Hi, my name is Madalina and the practice today will be focused on hamstrings and lower back. We're going to try to create some space in the lower back. I suppose the ones that you are searching for this class are the ones that have a little bit issues with the lower back, and normally the connection between lower back and hamstring it's quite obvious after you're doing the practice together. If you like the practice, please subscribe to my channel, and as well meet me on smileandyoga.com, where you can find 21 days challenge practice, which is designated for you who doesn't have like a specific routine. It's helping you to find what's your practice, from in to yoga, different types of yoga practice, meditation, breath, Pilates. Hope to see you there. So let's start actually on our back with the knees bent and let them fall towards each other so that your lower back connects with the mat. Bringing the hand on your chest and the left hand on your belly. Feeling the length of your spine coming from your tailbone up to the crown of your head. Bringing your chin slightly towards your chest. Start acknowledging your breath. The surface of your body touching the mat. And softening the lower belly. And noticing how with each breath the belly goes closer to the spine. And your lower back releases towards the mat. And having your knees towards each other creates a little bit more space in your lower back, allows the lower back to relax, to decompress. Couple of more breaths in this position. Allowing your breath to get deeper and deeper. And releasing any tension that you might feel between your ribs, in your side body, in your chest, in your throat, in your jaw. Just inviting relaxation. With your next breath, start bringing your knees towards your chest, hugging your knees, and giving a nice massage to your lower back. Nice. Releasing the right leg on the mat, extending your left leg up. And before bringing the hands on your hamstring, just energetically lifting the heel towards the ceiling. Activating your hamstring and really spreading the surface of your feet so that you're reaching with the full surface, like you're touching the ground, touching the ceiling. And from this position, bringing the hands behind your hamstring and extending your feet up. Your sit bones are on the mat, so you're not lifting on one side, but you're actually grounded. Long breaths here. And with each breath, you're reaching a little bit more. And you might feel small trembling in your leg. That's perfectly fine. Just staying with that. Couple more breaths. And with your next inhale, maybe bringing the right knee closer to your right shoulder. It might feel a little bit more intense. You can bend your knee if that feels better. Just a little bit. As you can see, my leg is trembling a lot. Deepening your breath, not holding tension, but actually creating space in your hamstring. And if it feels good, start extending your left leg. And maybe bringing your knee a little bit closer to your right shoulder. You can have it straight or bent, whatever feels good for you. And we're going to be here for 7 more breaths. Deepening your breath, no judging, just allowing all this muscle that is so tight for sitting too much to decompress, to extend the fascia surrounding the muscle. Couple of more breaths here. And gently releasing your hands and allowing the right foot to get on the mat. Already start noticing the difference between your right and your left. It kind of feels that your right, it's a little bit more grounded, it's a little bit longer. Also on the lower back, it feels that you created a little bit more space. 1 more breath. Gently bending your knees and extending your left leg up without bringing the hands behind your hamstring, just being here. With your next breath, hands behind your hamstring, your sit bones are grounded and reaching with the heel towards the ceiling. Full surface of your feet, it's parallel with the ceiling. Knee, ankle and hip are in the same line. Staying with the breath and relaxing your jaw. It might feel different from one side and the other. Taking the time to create space, notice which side is a little bit tighter. And maybe with your next breath, extending a little bit more. You kind of have an action by pushing your hamstring into your hands And on the other action, the hands are pushing into your hamstring. So you're actually activating, it's an active pose. Couple more breaths. And if it feels good, bringing your knee closer to your left shoulder and start extending your right leg towards the mat. Long breaths. Couple more. Couple more. Maybe bringing the knee a little bit closer to your left shoulder, allowing the shoulders to be down, extending. Two more breaths. And slowly releasing down, noticing any difference, noticing the space that you created. Bending the right knee and with the right hand catching your feet if that's allowing yourself, or catching your ankle. You can bend the left knee if that feels better. What I want to go into a happy baby only on the right side. Seven long breaths here. You can actually bring the left hand on your left thigh so that you feel that it's grounded towards the mat. And with your exhale, going into a spinal twist, left foot goes to, left knee goes towards your right knee goes towards your left. And bringing the hands in cactus, which means that your elbows are in line with your shoulders. Long breaths. Already feeling the space that you're creating in the lower back. Your gaze is forward, is towards the ceiling. Feeling all the expansion on the right side, coming from your right shoulder towards your right hip. And also around the spine, from your lower back up. 3 more breaths. Gently with your next exhale, coming back. And with the left hand, catching your left foot and extending your right leg. I am tighter on this side, so I already feel that I'm working much more. So if you feel here that you want to bend the right knee, feel free to do so. Long breaths. Couple of more breaths here. Noticing how actually with each breath you're decompressing, you're creating a little bit more space. And then from here, allowing the left foot to go towards your right. Extending the hands in line with your shoulders. Long breaths. Noticing if it feels different on one side versus the other. Grounding. Couple of more breaths. And gently coming back. Coming in all fours. And we're going to start with some rounds of cat and cow. Inhale, open your chest. And exhale, round. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Really noticing how it feels in your hips, in your spine, connecting with this mobility. Couple of more breaths. And when you're ready, coming in neutral, and start drawing eights with your shoulders and hips. So with the first part of your shoulders is the first part of your eight, and with your exhale moving back and rounding, coming back to the front and then to the back. Up to the front and then to the back. Yeah. Noticing how it feels, creating space not only in your hips, but also in your side body. Your long breaths. Staying with this space. Nice. And next time when you reach the front of the eight, changing side, engaging a little bit the presence of your mind with the movement. It's always more difficult on one side than the other, keeping that presence. Long breaths. And gently coming in the center, crossing the right leg over your left, extending the hands, allowing your hips to go down and coming on your forearms, creating space in your lower back. Long breaths. Couple of more breaths. Couple more. And gently coming up and changing side. Having the knees stuck. Slowly your hips moving back and your chest goes towards the mat. Bending, coming on your elbows and resting here. Noticing already if it feels different on one side versus the other. And slowly coming up. Uncrossing your legs, extending your right leg, cross it towards your left, and the gaze turn towards your left leg. Long breaths. Coming back and changing side, extending your left leg, bringing towards your right, and your gaze turns towards your left leg. Long breaths. Slowly coming back. Widen your knees as the mat. Exhale. Belly goes towards the mat, extending your hands. Exhaling from your mouth. Allowing with each exhale your belly to go closer towards the mat. Releasing any tension. Just finding softness in your body, in your chest, in your hips. And noticing how your belly expands between your thighs, softening. For 3, 2, and the last one. Inhale. Gently coming on your back. Hugging the knees into your chest. Giving a nice massage to your lower back. And start crossing your right leg over your left, and with the left hand catching the right ankle, with the right hand catching the left ankle. And you can be here, or you can bring your feet closer towards the mat. And if you feel that this is quite easy for you, you can hold your feet. Noticing the nice stretch in your glutes. A long breath. For 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Changing side. Bringing your left this time over your right. Catching your feet or your ankles. Bringing your feet closer towards your chest. Bringing your knees closer to your chest. And your feet towards the mat. And already noticing if it feels different on one side versus the other. Where do you feel you have a little bit more space, and where do you feel tension? For 7, 6, flexing your feet. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Releasing, hugging your knees. Allowing the knees to fall towards your right, extending the hands in line with your ears. Softening your gaze, softening your jaw. Finding space between your ribs with each breath that you're taking. Noticing each small movement that happens in your body, even in stillness. Slowly coming back in the center, changing side, allowing your feet to go towards your left. A long breath. Couple more. Couple more. And gently coming back in the center, extending your legs wide as the mat, bringing your palms in line with your body, and getting ready for a brief shavasana. Softening your hamstrings, allowing your lower back to relax towards the mat, softening your chest and your shoulders, chin towards your chest, and finding with each breath a deeper relaxation. Letting go of any worries about the past and the future, worrying about time, space, just allowing yourself to be on the mat for the next couple of moments. If you're home and you have time, spend a little bit more time in Shavasana. Otherwise, bring your knees towards your chest and allow them to fall towards your right. And when you're ready, find a comfortable seated position with your eyes closed. Resting your hands on your knees or on your hips, in your lap. Acknowledging your body now, acknowledging how you feel, acknowledging your breath. Bringing the hands towards your heart in sign of union. Being grateful for this body, for your breath, for your mind. Grateful for giving yourself the time to practice. I thank you for practicing with me. Namaste.